Good morning.
Okay, so in the last video we took a look at the Duel Pass and opened some packs and got an amazing Royal Finish card. Still looks cool. So it's time for a not so optimal deck. Let's go through some of these cards, starting with the hand traps and the odd one of. So for the hand traps, first off, 3 Max C, 1 Ash Blossom because that's all I have, 1 Infinite Imperm because that's all I have, 2 Gamma, and then a Driver to go along with the Gamma. But this actually has a second use in this deck because of its attribute, which we'll get into later because it's part of the fusion. 1 Raigeki, 1 Lightning Storm. The Lightning Storm is mostly to help with back row removal, because I don't really have much back row removal in this deck. Now the actually important cards. Let's start off with Despia and Comedy. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a face-up Despia card, you can quick effect negate it by discarding this card. You can also tribute a fusion monster on the field if this card is in the grave, and then special summon this card from the grave. Not the most useful, but it is kind of a hand trap, but specifically for Despia cards. Despian Tragedy, this card is insane. I've been testing this deck out for a bit actually, and I'm on a pretty good win streak with it. If this card is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you can add 1 Despia monster from your deck to your hand, except Tragedy itself. You can banish this card from the grave and then target 1 branded spell or trap in your grave and set it to the field. But you can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. So the turn this card goes to the grave, you can get a Despia monster to your hand, but you can't banish it and get a spell or trap on the field. Jester, the best normal or special summon in this deck probably. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 branded spell or trap from your deck to your hand. If a face-up fusion monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, and this card is in the grave, you can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, special summon this card from the grave, and you negate that monster's effects until the end of the turn. 1 copy of Dramaturge, because I didn't pull any from any packs. If a fusion, synchro, xyz, or link monster is special summoned, except during the damage step, you can target 1 effect monster on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. That's if this card is actually on the field already. If this card is in your hand or field, is used as a fusion material and sent to the graveyard, or banished for a fusion summon, you can special summon this card. Insane because it just gives you another monster that's a 3000 attack point level 8 monster for nothing basically there. Protecting Spirit, however the hell you pronounce that last part. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target 1 monster on the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If an effect of a fairy monster you control is activated, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and 1 attack position monster you control, banish the opponent's monster, and if you do, change your monster to defense position. The only reason I'm running at least 1 copy of this, again, is for the attribute and because there's quite a few fairy monsters in this deck. All the Despia cards, and then some Dogmatika cards here as well. Dogmatika Maximus. You can banish 1 fusion, synchro, xyz, or link monster from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can activate the effect to send 2 monsters with different names from your extra deck to the graveyard, and your opponent has to send 2 monsters from their extra deck to the graveyard. But this does lock you out of special summoning from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Kinda sucks, but then you would only activate this after you've done special summoning from the extra deck anyways. Dogmatika Ecclesia the Virtuous. No real point to running this card at 3, I just need more light monsters in the deck for the fusions. Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster special summon from the extra deck. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can activate this effect to add 1 Dogmatika card from your deck to your hand. That's anything that has Dogmatika in its name, be it a spell, trap, or another Dogmatika card, or monster card like Maximus. Fallen of Albaz, the namesake of this deck actually. If this card is normal or special summoned except during the damage step, you can discard 1 card, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters on either field as fusion material, including this card, but you cannot use other monsters you control as fusion material. You can only use this effect once per turn. This is basically a super poly but in the form of a monster. Albion, the Shrouded Dragon, this card's name becomes Fallen of Albaz while on the field or in the graveyard, so it's kind of like running 6 copies of Fallen of Albaz. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one Fallen of Albaz or one branded spell or trap from your hand or the deck to the grave and then apply the following effect depending on where you sent it from. If you discard it from the hand, you get to special summon this card. If it's from the deck, you get to place this card on the bottom of the deck and then draw a card. Kind of like a weird upstart goblin. Dogmatika Punishment. Not really needed in the deck itself, it's just something to target with Ecclesia other than Maximus. But you get to target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one monster from your extra deck that has equal or higher attack to the grave, and if you do, destroy that monster that you targeted. Until the end of your next turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. That part kinda sucks. You're locked out of your extra deck for the rest of the turn and your next turn. Now the magic cards, or spell cards if you prefer, is where this deck really gets interesting. First up, Branded Opening. Amazing card. Discard one card, then take one Despia monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it in defense position. Also, for the rest of this turn after the card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters. If a fusion monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. So it works kind of like, what is it called again? Return of the Dragon Lords, except it doesn't really summon something from the graveyard, but it does give you protection. And this is where some of the crazy combos come from as well, like a Branded Opening plus a Tragedy. You can special summon out a Jester. You're getting a ton of stuff going off here. From Branded Opening, you're getting the Jester onto the field. Jester is going to activate its effect to grab you a branded spell or trap card. Tragedy is going to activate in the grave to grab you another Despia card, well, Despia monster. Super Poly, this card is insane, especially in a deck like this that's running fusion monsters that have generic materials, which is why I wanted the ShareAlike cards, but I'll get them at some point. Discard one card, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from either field as fusion material, and neither player can activate cards or effect in response. I'm pretty sure there is a way you can actually respond to cards like this, but it's like very specific. Despia, Theater of the Branded. This card is just insane with this deck as well. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If a face-up non-fusion fairy monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect or is destroyed by battle, you can target one level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard, special summon it. This is a free polymer, once per turn during your main phase. Running this card at 2 is fine because you do get some kind of recycling with Tragedy, on top of the fact that you can just search it with Jester. Branded Bond, because I needed another branded card in this deck. Special summon one of your Fallen of Albaz that is banished in your hand or in your graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in your grave because it was sent there to activate the effect of Fallen of Albaz this turn, you can set this card. Now this card is actually important because there are 2 ways in this deck that Fallen of Albaz actually gets banished. So to bring it back from the banishment side of things is pretty cool. Branded in white, one of the ways that Fallen of Albaz actually gets banished from the graveyard in this deck. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material, including a dragon monster. Usually going to be the Fallen of Albaz or the Albion Dragon. You can also banish monsters from your graveyard as material if you use Fallen of Albaz. That's where the banishment comes in. And just like Branded Bond, if this card is discarded to activate the effect of Fallen of Albaz, you can set it back to the field during the end phase. Albion the Branded Dragon takes one Fallen of Albaz and one light monster, which is where Gamma's second use comes from here. It's not just a hand trap, it's also a light card. This is also the second way in this deck that Fallen of Albaz actually gets banished from the grave. If this card is fusion summoned, you can fusion summon one level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, except another copy of itself, by banishing fusion materials mentioned on it from your hand, field, and or graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or set one branded spell or trap directly from the deck. Brigand, the Glory Dragon, takes one Fallen of Albaz and one level 8 or higher monster. We don't really have much in the main deck that's level 8 or above, but the fusion monsters count, and if your opponent has one on the field, you can super poly into it or just use Albaz's effect itself. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Decent effect, but not being able to be destroyed by card effects is much better. While you control this fusion summon card, your opponent cannot target other monsters you control with monster effects, so it does give you some protection there. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Tri-Brigade monster or one Fallen of Albaz from your deck. Not really running Tri-Brigades in here, I don't think I even have any. Titanic Lad, the Ash Dragon, takes a Fallen of Albaz and one monster with 2500 or more attack. Again, same stuff that applies to Brigand. Applies here. You can either use your opponent's monsters with Albaz's effect itself, Super Poly, and your fusion monsters count for this. Gains attack equal to the combined original levels of the monsters used for its fusion summon times 100. It's a nice little boost up. I think I've gotten it to like what, 3-7 in some of the duels I've played. Also, after this card is fusion summoned, for the rest of this turn it is unaffected by the activated effects of any other special summon monsters from the extra deck that are on the field. During the end phase, if this card is sent to the grave, or if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Dogmatika card or one Fallen of Albaz. So the Dogmatika cards have a bit more synergy here. Now the Despian fusion, starting off with Coritus. It takes one Despia monster and one light or dark monster. So that's majority of the main deck right there. With the exclusion of like Maxi and Ash Blossom, a lot of the deck is either light or dark attribute. During your main phase, quick effect, you can change the attack of all monsters currently on the field to 0 until the end of this turn, except level 8 or higher fusion monsters. So if your opponent doesn't have any fusion monsters that are level 8 or above, everything goes to 0 unless they cannot be affected by card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can add to your hand or special summon one Fallen of Albaz or one Despia monster. I don't see that come up a lot. Like, people did try to hit me with like a Raigeki or something, but I had branded opening in the grave, so I was protected either way. Despian Proskenian. One Despia monster plus one light monster and one dark monster. Again, heavy emphasis on the attributes there. During the main phase, as a quick effect, you can target one fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it or special summon it to your side of the field. Most of the time you're going to be special summoning it, let's be real. On top of that, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack or defense, whichever one is higher. Now, as kind of a tech card in this, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. It takes two dark monsters, so generic materials. If this card is fusion summoned, you can make this card gain attack equal to one opponent's special summoned monster. Until the end of this turn, once per turn, you can target one level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls. Until the end phase, this card gains that card's name and effect. That is just insane. You can do some crazy shit with this depending on what monster you target with this effect. Also, if this fusion summon card is destroyed, you can destroy all your opponent's special summon monsters. For some reason, this didn't work when I tried it against, I played against a Despia / Dark Lord deck, which is also a pretty cool idea, I have to admit, because the Dark Lords are all fairies. This didn't work, because I kind of cheated it back on the field using Despia Theater, but when I crashed into their, I think what is called First of the Dark Lords, this card got destroyed, but it did not destroy their cards, which is odd, because I'm pretty sure First of the Dark Lords only protects their fairy cards from being targeted by effects, and this does not target. We also have two rank 8 Xyz cards in the deck, being number 38 Hope Harbinger and number 97 Draglubion. Why? Because, well, a lot of the fusion cards here are level 8, and there's the fact that Dramaturge special summons itself to the field, so you do have easy access to a bunch of level 8s all the time. Might as well go for a Draglubion and then cheat out number 38 or a number 92. Predaplant Verte Anaconda. This is a fusion deck that has Super Poly, need I say more? Okay, now that we've gotten my horrible coverage of these cards and this deck out of the way, let's actually get into the fun stuff. Oh, I went on such a win streak with this deck that I'm definitely, yep, I'm gonna lose. And then I shall be called the Fallen. Although branded opening isn't too bad. What is, oh god. Eldlich, and I don't have back row removal. Perfect. Can I get an Albaz? Or like a Super Poly? Goddamn back row! I need to somehow get more back row removal in this deck. Fallen of Albaz! Tragedy! Okay! Ah, but the back row. is going to screw me. I can actually get Albaz onto the field. And that's a light monster. This is why I didn't really go over any card combos with this deck, because you make do with what you have in your hand, basically. But you can pull off some crazy shit. Branded Opening plus Tragedy. Insane combo though. We get a free Jester. Let's actually start off with Jester's effect, because that's gonna get, what is it called again? Theater. And then chain Tragedy's effect to it. Chain. Well, I guess they're not activating anything. Deck to the hand, I'll grab Dramaturge. And from Jester, I will grab the Theater. Maybe I should have went for a different branded card, but anyway. Albion! And now I get to dump a Fallen of Albaz. Oh, I got another branded opening, but I can't use it. Theater, and I get a fusion summon off of this. Are you going to activate one of these cards at some point? Now using Theater, I will fuse using Dramaturge and Jester. I don't really want to use the Dogmatika card in this. I could get the other... what is it called? I forgot the name of it. The fusion with a hard name. So instead I'll just go for Quiritis. Hey, there we go. And now Dramaturge effect. 2 level 8s on the field. I forgot what the Eldlich cards are, but are you going to activate one of them? Ah, there we go. This does destroy a face-up card on the field, which I assume they're going to target my Quiritis. Yeah, I guess I'll chain. There's no point to actually doing... Oh my god, they have a skill tree! Fuck! Wait. Hold on. If they've skill drained, that effect shouldn't go off. I think. Do I have my branded opening though? This kinda sucks. Even if I get Albaz on the field, I can't do anything with it. I'm just gonna have to attack in. This truly sucks. Again, not having back row removal is insanely stupid. If I get a super poly though, probably not gonna happen. But if I do get one, that will be extremely helpful. What the hell does that do? That sets a golden... I can't activate that effect anyways. 2 face stones, one of them being Conquistador. I don't know what the other one is. Huh? Oh, it only has 2/5 attack. Despia comedy. Even if I get out one of the other level 8 fusions, I can't do anything with them. Proskenian, even if I get Proskenian onto the field, there's no point because one of their trap cards can just destroy it. I am just gonna swing. They can't really do much to me currently. I can't really do much to them currently. And here comes the destruction. It's going to take down my Quiritis, I presume. Yep. But I do get my effect since it's in the grave. Whoa, 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 wait. I forgot. At least doesn't get destroyed from special summon monsters from the extra deck. Shit! I just killed myself because of Eldlich. Well, there's my loss. That was such a stupid ass way to lose. Also, I need back row removal. Hello, Super Polly. That's nice to see. But I was long overdue for a loss. I am now the Fallen. Ooh, it's a Synchro deck. Are you going to be using the Clear Wing cards? Oh, here we go. That is what, level 5 Junk Speeder. Did they screw up something? Okay, that last opponent either screwed up something or they got scared of the Super Poly in my hand. Driver being in my hand isn't too great. Huh, Dark Magicians. Also, that deck looks fat. Holy shit, it is. The face down card here is kind of tricky, but what the hell is this? Yo, they just went all in with that. So all their cards are dark, which kinda sucks overall, I'm not gonna lie. I can kinda abuse Fallen of Albaz here. Take away the level 8. I'll start with Branded Opening. I don't really trust the back row card. See if I can bait that out. Oh wait, yeah, this is gonna activate first. What is that? Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Okay. It don't really matter, I'm gonna use it for a fusion anyway. Jester, grab Theater. What? Oh, it works off card effect as well. Okay, is that once per turn again? I can't remember. Yeah, it's once per turn, okay. Jester and Maximus, we get Poritis. I can still normal summon Albaz, which is perfect. Now I get my normal summon and I'm going to steal their Dark Magicians. Activate, discard Branded in white. Because it's being discarded by Albaz, I can get it back on the field at the end of the turn. Perfect! I was gonna go for Starving Venom, but I might as well go for... What is it called again? The Tentaclad. The Ash Dragon. Now, just for fun, and I can still summon out my Dogmatika. How much damage is this? 15, 25... That's 40... Shit! I'm 300 off! Oh, and my Maximus is in the grave. God damn it. Well, this is just damage at this point. Oh, wait, what do you have to activate? What is that? I forgot that God does that. That was a dumbass moment from me. Hey, 25. Taking another 37. Oh, but it ain't over yet. Oh no, it is actually over. Did I use branded opening? Shit! Okay, it's over. Damn it. If I didn't use branded opening there, I could have went into a level 8 exceed. But I do get my branded in white back though. And I still have Dogmatika Punishment, but I'll be locked out of the extra deck. Well, I guess that's the end of that. The Fallen has won! Twice, technically. Well, one was a surrender. Okay, we'll do one or two more, depending how long these duels take. The deck is just fun. It's weirdly fun. Because there's no set way of doing... This is an amazing opening, by the way. There's Despia Tragedy plus branded opening, plus I still have a Jester in hand. Is it my turn to start? Oh, God. Wasn't expecting that! This is the exact combo I spoke about at the start. Branded opening with Tragedy, giving you Jester, Jester's effect, and then Tragedy's effect as well. It's just gains! Also, I love how I named the deck Albaz, but I'm mostly using Despia cards anyways. Fusion summon into Coritus. I will get the Dramaturge back. I'm actually gonna go for the level 8 Xyz this time, but I just don't know which... Well, I'm definitely going for Dragluvion, I just don't know which other card to cheat out. Do I go for number 38 or number 92? Oh, I used branded opening. I can't go for number 38 or 92. Damn it. I mean, I can't get Dragluvion onto the field because of that. I'm just gonna have to end my turn. I mean, Coritus is gonna put some pressure here by itself. That sucks! Wait. I get my Jester back. I don't get my Jester back. Fuck, they had the exact cards they needed to just destroy my first turn. That's some bullshit. That's some serious heart of the cards ass pull bullshit. Wait, I forgot about that. My Quiritus lives! Whoa, okay, hold up. Whoa, Ash Blossoms for days. Cyber Dragon cards, eh? If they have, what is it called again, Mega Fleet, I'm kind of fucked. If not, kind of okay. Ash Blossom? Why? That's not getting you anywhere now. Okay, hers. Into what exactly? Ah, into a machine duplication, of course. Double machine dupe? What the fuck? That is insane. Like that is just an insane opening hand. Also, the more I think about it, the more I need to ass pull a fucking Super Poly from the deck. That's like my only option. Or an Albaz. Like just a straight up Albaz. Because currently all they have in their hand would be Ash Blossom. There's Nova. No second effect from Nova because they don't have a Cyber Dragon in the grave, but they will go for Infinity. Will they go for Infinity actually? Why would they do that? Are they just planning to swing over? Because I can just quick effect drop your attack to 0. Yeah, there's Infinity. I'm going to force you to use that effect now. Now, because of how that just activated, I get to activate this effect unless you decide to negate. Oh, no, wait, you've already negated for this turn. Which means I can fall enough Albaz into... That is a light monster. Oh, wait! Hold on! The Albaz effect should go off. Yep! And I have Branded in White in my hand. Oh my god, this is insanely stupid. Oh, here comes the Royal Finish card! Bye-bye, Infinity. Oh, and it don't just end there, motherfucker. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Albion, activate. I'm going for another Quiritus. Because that means I can use Dramaturge. There we go. Should I use Tragic? No, let's just use the other Dramaturge. I mean, sorry, the other Quiritus. I have just completely taken your turn away from you, by the way. I say that as the turn goes back to them, but... What can you do with just an Ash Blossom at this point? How does Mega Fleet Dragon work again? I don't remember. Does the monster have to be in the extra monster zone, or does it have to be any card from the extra deck? And they give! You know what, we have some time, let's do one more. This deck is just stupid. Ooh, only monsters? I mean, I do have Albaz, I do have Jester. Huh. Jester or normal summon, grab Theater, Theater plus Dramaturge and Jester or Comedy. What is that, by the way? Oh, hold on. Are they also playing the Despia cards? I'd be kind of disappointed if it... Oh, there we go! That's kind of bullshit. Why can't I activate... What? Connection failed my ass. What? Connection failed my ass! Okay, I definitely cut out the last duel. It was against Spirals, but my god. The deck is just kind of boring to sit through. I mean, I lost in the end because they pulled out access code talker, but I played through 3 Apollo negates. What is it called? Spiral Sleeper. Which ironically enough, I slept through the fucking duel because of how boring the combo is. But like, the deck is kind of interesting, but at the same time, my god, it's boring to sit through. What is this? Deck is... Oh, DD Dynamite and... What is it called? Banquet of Millions. Oh, fuck's sake. Cancer. Just pure cancer. Yeah, just go ahead and activate it. Congratulations, you are playing Cancer. Good luck with your 40 times surrendering on your first turn. Yo, can I get one good duel that isn't boring or cancerous? Oh wait, I forgot I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Never mind. Ugh. This has just turned into depression at this point. Things started off so well. I mean, this is a pretty good start as well. What? This recording is just fucking cursed at this point. I can't get a good duel. What the fuck is this opening hand? Oh, come on! And there's the engage. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck this shit, I am done. This video has been cursed by Konami servers. This deck is fun if you actually get to play the fucking game. I'm kinda sad that I didn't get to use Super Poly as much in this video though. But I will play this deck again in another video, hopefully with shit all cards. But as for this video, this is the end. So if you liked, leave a like, dislike if you didn't. And now I have to sift through about 3 hours of footage with about 2 hours of it being absolutely useless. Thank you, Konami, for doing whatever you did to upgrade the servers and give us a better user experience, and giving us an updated ban list to address some problem cards in the game. Oh wait, that's bullshit.